My stream has been rather quiet up until now, hasn't it? That's a real bummer. I was on point. Doesn't matter. Here's what we got. Okay. So let me start from the beginning. Hi, my name is Gavin. Regeneration Nation is the label I'm under, and today we are getting into R3GEN Coding. It's a lot of fun. I like coding. This actually took me like quite a bit of time to put together, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. You guys are able to use this code to your advantage, and if not, like, I can be contracted for that kind of work. If you guys want to be able to create these emojis and you have a PNG in mind, I don't have to do any real artistic work. I just have to apply the algorithm for you. It'll be cheap, super cheap. But yeah, if you want something like super extravagant, then we'll talk. Things can be applied in layers, same as code. And with this beginner intro, it'll kind of introduce you to how you can use animation. Sorry, how you can use how you can animate images to your liking. Anyways, if you ask what I'm doing, I'm not doing anything. What I'm actually doing is I'm removing the code that's actually going to save the file on me. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. And when I upload this, I'll include a button so it doesn't just force download it on you. But that would be something that I just implement quickly in Java, in here, the HTML anyways. But yeah, we're gonna start off with, this is an image. I've actually hidden it. The reason why I hid it is just because I wanted to make it available here for the canvas. The canvas I've left empty. I'm not sure why, because I'm not a huge HTML guy. But I couldn't just simply put the image in there. However, all the code that I've looked up upon researching a canvas, it never actually had any code in it, just identifying factors such as size. And that's actually very important for this part. This size is going to determine how large your image is going to be, because we are saving images of the canvas, copies of the canvas. Keep that in mind. This is what we're copying here. All right. This here is literally just a tag to produce error text, and it follows the canvas. If the image wasn't hidden and there was an error, there would be an image. There would be words and then a message. Sorry, there would be a message and then an image. If everything works, then there's no words. The canvas gets populated, and if this were not hidden, you'd see that spinning as well. But realistically, I didn't need to make that spin. I just needed the canvas to follow through. And that's I basically had to come up with this algorithm testing with an object over simple HTML with this image object here. But yeah, let's stop talking about this. What I've done here is I've set up so that this will just continue to loop within an HTML document right now. I'm going to go live with the live server, and the reason why I downloaded this is just because when you're editing... Yeah, crap. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Hold on a second. Let's see. Control Z. You're going to... 1, 2... Ah! And this is different. This is HTML. So basically when I loaded the live server, it was like... I don't know what you want from me. Here's what I got. And this is actually everything in the folder. What I need to do then is click on playground. And the playground is the actual if you think about this live server actually processes, I believe this, you know, I'm not going to get too technical about it. Here's some instruction for what the structure looks like. Here's how we make it move. That's just how it is. I'm not exactly 100% certain what use strict was. I just know when it wasn't. Yeah, actually, you know what? Whoops. X save. Yeah. I don't really need that. I didn't think I needed that. I have no idea what that is. I've just noticed with, I think it's with JS, if it doesn't understand something, it just kind of skips over the rest. Like, basically, if it didn't understand, excuse me, something in here, and this file's running, right? I'm gonna go ahead and save it with this compilation error. It just keeps working. What is it skipping over, though? Save. Oh, you know what? I could be talking out of my butt with this one here. Let me just double check. This is developer mode. This actually checks what the system's actually running. So if I save that, it doesn't have it there. But it isn't. That's interesting. I didn't know that. JavaScript, maybe it's just good practice to end things in semicolons, because that's all I've ever been shown. Actually, yeah, over here I don't even have a semicolon. Wow, I'm so in C++, I would have not been able to run this. That's news. Anyways, save that. But it's always good practice to end in semicolons, because most compilers know that that's the end of an instruction per se, like a step in the algorithm I talk about, and all an algorithm is like a pattern that gets the job done. And if we look in this code, there are algorithms which are more simple. There are algorithms that are super complicated. And that make the job really efficient. And anything in between. But usually each algorithm has a purpose. In this case, we have an object to rotate. And what happens with specifically JavaScript is the way it's called is basically you can't write a while loop in JavaScript because it's a runtime language. If you put a while loop in a runtime language and the image display requires the fulfillment of that function, the page will never load. It will always be caught up in processing. Because if you think about it, this hasn't stopped spinning, has it? No, it's continually processing that movement over and over and over again. And it's doing it at a very rapid rate. So what it's doing is it's essentially taking and rewriting its position at every 100, sorry, where is this? About 30 times within 360-degree rotation. I did that so it took half a second to complete a rotation at 60 frames a second. And that's exactly what this bit of code restricts it to. So what you're gonna do, this here is the movement. The restore and save, these stuff you're gonna wanna keep. Clear rectangle, you're gonna wanna keep that. Because I'm not exactly certain what restore does. Well, there you have it. It looks like it normalizes the bits. That's complicated to explain. I'm not going to get into that. Basically, just don't remove it. And what you're gonna want to edit is this kind of stuff. So translate is movement left and right. And without that, it rotates, but it rotates in place. Actually, I'm curious. Oh, so this image is being drawn on the canvas, correct? The way that the rotate works is it's probably rotating it by the first pixel. So putting that in there. You know what? Let me just show you something. Should actually be using. I've literally got nothing saved on here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. No, I can't remember what it's called. When I was researching this stuff, I came across this website that would display looping template algorithms. And what that means for you is you don't even have to think of it yourself. You don't have to do the math. Oh shoot. Oh, so he's actually got a GitHub. No, because he displayed. You know what? Here. That's not there. Okay. Oh shoot, come on. Is this actually, this isn't in your GitHub. He's got all the URLs up top there. Hold on. No. You sent. There's a different website. There's a different website. I'm not talking. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Easings.net. That's what I was looking for. Easings.net will provide you the coding template you need. Yo, how's it going, Kiwi? Thanks for a lurk. So this will provide you the code that you need for your PNG to make it move. So if we refer back to the document that we have going on right here, and we say, let's say I want this thing to, this rotation I had to kind of create and kind of locate, and you know, I'm not gonna worry about it. And then implement into here, but this exact code wasn't available online. That's just kind of like why, you know, programming is. Okay, so here. Math function. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to figure out how to translate these. This is essentially the code for it and the function for it, ease in and out. Actually, here, it's got that for me. Okay. Take this number, ease out and back where 1. So 0 represents the beginning of the animation and 1 represents the end of the animation. So if that's the case, then we're going to... I really don't want to have to change this right now. You know what? For demonstration purposes, why not? What I'll do... New file. What's this one called? In and out? So we've got the mathematical equation essentially to calculate the position from 0 being the beginning of the frame and 1 being the end of the frame count. Okay. So it's gonna have to translate. Oh, CSS gradient math function. So now that we have the math function, this might be a little bit out of my league right now. I'm okay to admit that. I can figure that out later, but I'm gonna leave this here. It seems like even if I did that, because this is I should have been wise to that. Okay, well anyways, I got this program that can spin your GIFs, and I'll switch out the GIF at least. Or I'll switch out the PNG at least. If you guys want have something in particular, that's fine. I don't know, PNG royalty free. The American flag is this Canadian? I'm Canadian, so we might as well do the Canadian flag or something like that. Free download, sure. See, I just this is just for education purposes. So I don't want to steal. Like, we should be able to grab something for free. I don't even care what it is. This looks fun. Yeah, we'll take... Trying to think of something right here, yeah. Really? Hold on, I have to create an account. Okay, cool. There it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and show in folder, and I mentioned something earlier about the directory. So we're gonna go back into the directory, reveal in File Explorer. All right, we're gonna go ahead and that's our picture. I'm gonna change that because I'm not typing out that much. Check.png. Move into PNG for manipulation. Change this. check.png. Did I didn't capitalize that. I didn't capitalize that, so that's gonna. Whoa, what is that? Is it perfect PNG spin circle? It's the same thing, and I didn't even do anything other than change the file it was referencing. So now that you know I didn't work with this, okay, it's time to engage the save function. We're going to engage the save function, and that will essentially provide us with this beautiful looking version folder that I have extra large icons. Oh, don't do this to me. Come on. Come on. View. What do I gotta see? What do I gotta see? Can someone help me with this? I mean, I'm totally a computers guy. Did I freaking... Oh, I probably shut that off to speed up processing. I shut off file previews, so it's annoying. Oh. Oh, where's my preview pane? You know what? Whatever. Here's everything that's in the folder. Well, you're not even gonna like 1, 2. You freaking serious? Okay, here, hold on. Oh, it's because it's there we go. No, I'm being slow. It's because it was in a zip. But yeah, as you can see, all parts of what we would need for a GIF. So now we're gonna go ahead and do it with this check mark, which I did check. It is royalty free, all right. And I might use this as one of my animated emojis, and you can too. I don't care. So yeah, go ahead and we're going to remove this. This utilizes the directories that I mentioned earlier. I had to go find and download that I will include in this source code. Yeah, and I can explain this if you'd like, but most people don't care to know this stuff. We're gonna go let name. So this is a string, and this is just a simple binary. They call it a binary operation. So you have a true or false, and then it's either going to perform one action or the other action. So if the count is greater than 10, less than 10, then I'm going to put a 0 in front of it. Otherwise, I just put the count there. And that's just to make sure it stays alphabetical and in the correct order it needs to be put out when it saves each frame. It packages each frame into a zip file, and for it to be packed in the zip file correctly, we actually need to replace how we pull the image off the canvas. Yeah, so yes. Well, yeah, you're blurred. It's okay. Thank you. No, that's my beautiful wife. She's letting me know that we might see some copyright infringement behind me. It's okay. That's not the main topic. I think it's blurred. It's blurred, right, guys? You'd let me know if it wasn't blurred. We're all friends here. You're good. She's great. Anyways, yeah, we got the spinning check mark. Let's save the bloody thing. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out. See, replace. This is what I'm having a hard time understanding the context, because right here. You know what? I just figured it out. I'm replacing this. that's just a string. See, when we run this data to URL, what it does is it returns a binary encoded string representation of the actual image. Don't need to know all that. All we need to know is, hey, this is actually a string. This is actually a word. This is a character value that we're returning. And this bit of code, it cannot be altered, because what this does, it changes it straight up from an image data source to specifically a PNG 64 based or JPEG, basically whatever it I think, I have no idea exactly. I think it tries for PNG. If it fails, it tries JPEG. This part I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research in, but this specific bit of code I found somewhere else. This very specific bit of code between these two, this is work I had to find, but all of this other stuff, this is all a collaboration of what Regeneration Nation has put together. And this is actually why I like to teach code, is because I might not be the most creative person, but I know some of the concepts I teach might go to some creative people. All right, and I'm counting on you guys to make that happen. It's okay. And yeah, so if not circled, the count's gonna go up. You know what? We're gonna stop this right now. So that's really annoying. I don't want it to save yet. I still got a couple things to talk about. But yeah, I definitely want to stop that dizzying effect. That's just gonna pack them up into frames anyways. But we'll comment that out. It's fine. I'll just do that. Save. That's okay. Anyways, yeah, stop spinning. Ah, man. Oh, that's because this is a Java function. Oh my word, sorry. Shouldn't be seeing that. Yeah, that's not there, go away. What, did that actually screw up? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Somewhere along here I took out, yep. And that's not why, that's a problem. There we go. Cha-ching. Alright, cool. So what I was doing was, I just didn't give this if statement and then bracket, and I put the comment. It's in the right place now. Everything's good. Everything's Gucci. Everything's good to go. So we have this mathematical equation here that basically rotates and spits out 30 frames for every rotation. And that's why we have it moving as fast as we do upon reload. It does that. Now what I did for this was I didn't want it to keep working, but I did want it to show the user what the animation was before it saved. And that's what this bit's about. So if I do this, whoops, oopsie. If I do this, and let me explain to you what I understand about it. This part I wrote, I can understand. I can tell you that is. I didn't want it to obviously keep sending me zips. That would be freaking horrendous. So after it gets done packing each frame, and it's finished and it's circled, if it's circled and not downloaded, I return the, I give the downloaded value right here that was false. I assign it to be true, so it stops executing this function at each frame. It stops executing this part each frame because it's set to a window interval. This all can be simplified, and I will give you guys a more simplified version where this is actually attached to a button that you'll be able to click download. But yeah, now that this is uncommented, we're gonna go ahead and save it. Generate async type blob, then function blob. Save as blob. Let me change this check spin. So this is all part of the JS zip library that I mentioned. That I will be including the 2 files that support it, so that you can carry on these functions. But essentially, yeah, the save as comes out of file saver library, and it takes in arguments of a type blob. Oh, in the API, it just said we use this for images. That's the beauty of programming, is after someone's already created a library that I can access, because most code is open source, I just read their API, and as long as that's as descriptive as what it should be, you're usually in good hands. It's not always the case, so sometimes you just gotta play with the functions. But yeah, anyways, the type blob is what you'd use for an image file, and that basically tells the zip function how to handle the data. And being that's 64 base string, I think I could probably type in base 64 here, but I just kept with it the way it is. This blob is a variable. Basically, this in itself is a function. This is, because this is an asynchronous event, it kind of performs in steps. So after it gets done generating the zip file, it then performs the function to save it. And then it passes in those values, blah, 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 blah. And if there was an error right here, it's going to spit it out, jQuery. And I query this for the error. So, without further ado, remove these comments. We're going to save this checkmark rotating in place. So right here, yep, the window interval. I'm actually going to set this back. No, wait, no, because I'm only doing it 30 frames. Sorry, and that's why it's moving so fast. You got to keep in mind, this is working at double the rate. If I were to do it like this, you'll see it's a lot slower. It's more a representation of what the GIF's going to be. And look at that, check spin zip. So we're going to go ahead and extract it because I'm just excited. Wow! Would you look at that? There's a GIF. Look, we got GIFs. I got GIFs for all. GIFs for days. Okay. All right, so on top of that, we're gonna go ahead and I'll figure this stuff out. This will probably be something I do on my own time. I gotta get another lesson together for next week. But we're gonna go ahead and look up easy zip. No. Oh, easy GIF. Easy GIF. Why is it easy zip? Sorry. It's easy GIF. Here. I'm gonna go ahead and upload those 30 files there, upload to make a GIF. And it's just as simple as this at this point. There's all my images. I'm gonna go ahead and make GIF, and this is actually gonna show me a slower representation of what it is, I think. Late time, let me put 1. Okay, make GIF. That looks a little nicer. So why don't we go ahead and I wonder what that does. Yeah, that breaks it. It just continues to do the one. We can go ahead and change the speed of this now if you want. But I just want to keep it at 100% of its current speed, just so you show what it's actually going to look like when you save it. So you can go ahead, right click this, save image as GIF, and go ahead and save that. And then go ahead, open it up. Oh, okay, maybe it is a slow one. It actually is that slow. So we're actually going to go ahead and save this image. This one instead. Yeah. There we go. That was simple, eh? Yo, Coffee Bean, what's up? You know what? I'm thinking about it because we did just finish up what I wanted to talk about. I didn't really comment this code a whole lot. I do need to upload this tonight. But yeah, no, I do coding. This is my main thing. I got my whole social set up. Sorry, I just noticed your comment. When did you say that? A whole 3 minutes ago. My bad. I was thinking about it, but yeah, no, let me know if you're down. I'll play. But yeah. So this makes the GIF. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna start commenting this code. If you guys want me to make you GIF, go ahead and join my Discord. !Discord will give you a link, and then you can send me the PNG that way. Tonight I'll just upload it in here, print you off, whatever you want. But for now, we have this. And I'm gonna go ahead back over to my Twitch and upload my new animation that I created. Let's go to my creator dashboard here. You won't see it right away anyways. It'll take a little bit of time. My rejected one is still pending approval. I understand that. There we go, and I've gone ahead and uploaded that to my oh, I guess I gotta. All right, I'm allowed up to 5. So there we go. I have it uploaded to my Twitch anyways, but you guys won't be able to see it. That's unfortunate. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you guys want to know how to do this, I can go through the whole thing again, but basically going to be sitting here commenting on it. Anyways. These are little comments, so the compiler won't read them. If you guys are looking to play games, I might just switch over to R3GEN Gaming. I finished this coding discussion pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean I'm still accepting questions if you guys want to catch a lecture and you missed it. I'm all for it. This is supposed to be the night. I got through it so quickly. I was playing. I had like enough organized, I guess, and yeah. This is what we made. Let's go ahead. Oh, that's what I made the other day when I was testing it. And then I just quickly found this. This is what this program exports. Just the object rotating in place, and then I just brought this over to a website like GIF. And you can just upload multiple files all at once. You can play with it there. I prefer to do it this way. I suppose you can actually drop the amount of frames right about here. So if I wanted to do it 15 frames, it would save at that rate. It would also look insanely fast on the browser for a brief moment. Whoops. Yeah, no, that's the right one. Just demonstration. Oh, it actually doesn't move as fast as I thought it was going to move. I mean, I guess it's... this actually programs the delay. That's the difference. This has no real delay. This is delayed by the code up here. Right here. 30 frames per second. 1000 milliseconds, it spits out 30 frames. That's what that function... Yeah, I knew that. I knew that before coming on here. I'm a professional. Yeah, that's what that means. No, I was playing with it before and I realized 100 milliseconds, it speeds it up like a lot. And I was just, it's one of those things where you revisit it again. Now you're teaching it, and you're like, oh yeah, crap. I guess I missed that a little bit. But yeah, this is just a function for the window to refresh itself, and sorry for the function to call at these intervals of the window refreshing itself. So the window refreshes itself. I don't know. Well, mine particularly about 165 times per second. And that'll refresh it 30 times within a second. So JavaScript is a high enough level language where that function itself has probably goes through all sorts of different compilation layers, but it essentially compensates for however much my screen's going to refresh. And I think it's, for the most part, if I don't put anything there, it's standardized at 60 frames per second. Let me just double check that. Yeah, let's go see. Change this to 6. No. Oh, whoops. That looks more like it. It literally just has no limit. Oh. I don't know how fast you can see it as, but it's pretty freaking, holy crap. Hold on. That actually looks terrible on your stream, even at that speed. Hold on, let me change that. That's not, there we go. That's what we're trying to do here. Listen. I'm a good guy. Anyways, yeah, so this is how we tie the script to the HTML in the first place. And this function here, I'm going to integrate it. I'll look into how to do that, and maybe that'll be the next classes, so we can animate in different directions. But yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna finish going ahead. There we go. It's pretty well laid out. All the above is information just to aid the user. So basically, as just browser info, essentially lets the browser know the chart. So all the technical data kind of goes in the header, and excuse me, the title as well, which is mainly, well, here. The Disafire. Right there is where it's gonna change. I don't know if I can blow that up. I might be able to here. Let me go. Window capture, there we go. Go ahead and capture. Nah, that's not it. It's Chrome, the Disafire. Now you should be able to see the title. I've given it a little better. The Disafire. There we go. It's a little bit of HTML for you. Anyways, so this code is going to be available on my Patreon as well. If you're on my Discord, there should be a link in my description. Sorry, if you're on my Twitch, there should be a link in my description. As well as to see me on YouTube, Facebook. And if you're looking at me at the other platforms, there should be a link in the description to connect to all my socials as well. If you're on Twitch, !commands will reveal the list of commands I've created. All my socials are leading that. So even if you didn't want to go over my bio, you can just simply type in a command. It'll take you there as well. This will notate the script. So this, object queries, image, canvas. We are taking image from frame by frame and the context for the canvas. So let's put it out on this new line. Context? Yes. This is the state in which the canvas exists. What? Yeah. So essentially that's what we're doing, is we're literally clearing and then reprinting this object over and over and over and over again. And we're doing that. We're doing it with the context. So the context draws the image and then clears it. Draws it, clears it. Draws it, clears it. That's it. That's its goal. That's its job. Rotation. Where is the... Here it is. Yeah. That's, okay. This is an angle, so this is a degree. I remember this now. Sorry, I did this like the other night and I was pretty tired when I was doing it. But yeah, so this is the angle of rotation. And this right here is a calculation to take the angle of rotation and convert it into what's called radians. That's what a computer understands how to rotate. So each frame, it's literally moving and rotating the image in place. And because the image started off kind of here, for it to do that, I'm thinking how it works is the context recognizes the image, like that starting bit, its first character. So either bottom right corner, if I couldn't explain it exactly, but I'm gonna play with this enough to be able to explain it next time, I hope. And not only that, I'll be able to toy with it and manipulate the object in many other ways. But yeah, essentially because when we move it, it's doing it by the corner, we have to translate the image each time before we rotate it, or we could rotate it and translate. It doesn't matter because this is the actual function that draws the image. And I think what it does, I'm having a hard time figuring this out too, but once again, I just know it's whatever it is. It's a negative number. It's bound to be a negative number. That's all. No, wait. Could be. No. Yeah, because it has to be a negative number. That has to be a positive number before it gets divided by 2 and a negative sign's put onto it. I'll figure out what that does, but I'm assuming it has something to do with because it's moving everything by the corner, and that's how images are generated as well on a screen when you're looking at most systems, I believe, but I think like Windows-based systems specifically are known to do that. Bottom left is 0, 0 coordinate, so it kind of goes. This compiler might be the JavaScript compiler written in all the browsers. Might actually be written in all the browsers, written in Chrome particularly. That's what Brave works off too, is just a layer of Chrome. So I like to use Chrome to troubleshoot. It's one of the most used browsers, even if people aren't using it. It's one of the most used browsers. I should finish notating this. Yeah, so this so it exists. So you'll notice, like, yeah, with that animation, I only did it once, really. And that's what I saved, and that's what it repeats. It's just a GIF. How a GIF works is it's just a constant loop.
Throw it up, watch it fall off from the sky. Throw it up, watch it fall off from the sky.
Oh, yeah, I did forget to mention something. Oh, it doesn't matter because it didn't attach a script to that. Never mind. Never mind. Because, yeah, what I was gonna say is you have to attach an onload keyword in the, but no, I'll be doing that when I upload the one with the button. So I could probably do that on stream. Yeah, you want to put in a button? No. I'm gonna put in a button. Oh, my HTML is so rough. Always check out W3 Schools if you ever have a problem with HTML, by the way. Or if you're really having a problem and you can't figure it out, you can come see me. I'm usually pretty good at walking people through their problems. My time is actually available for purchase on Facebook, so definitely check out the socials. HTML button tag. I don't care about any styling. You know what? I'm not gonna let it not gonna let it save yet until I got the button figured out. HTML, yep. Height, width. Oh, I didn't do it. I don't want it like that. How do I do that again? It's something to do with clear style. Yes. Oh, by the way, this is not how most like websites should look. Shame on you if you build a website that just looks like this. This is literally just for concept creation, getting a point across. But what I am gonna do is, this button isn't usable. I'm gonna tie this button to downloading this actual animation, and there's no real direction for that button right now, so it's just gonna be placed wherever. I'm trying to fix that, but I'm not, like I said, my HTML is pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. Supposed to clear. You know what? I don't even care right now. I'll fix that off stream. But I do want to get this. Watch this. On click equals that's not right, is it? No, I missed a little bit of syntax with that one. Where's this function? Okay, here it is. Right, let me actually get it spaced out a little bit easier. You know what, because I'm doing that. Oh no, because I guess I would still need to have this. Yeah, because then that'll stop packing the zip. Otherwise, you'll just wind up with like 1,000 images in a second. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but yeah, it will be insane. So I better keep that there. Yeah. I don't know what that does. Oh, that's fine. It's just another thing that helps normalize the image. Because without those two, it seems like it doesn't even work. If I remove this, it does basically the same thing. I don't... That much I don't understand. I just know it normalizes... It's supposed to do with normalizing the data. Like I said, there's so many avenues with like there's so many what you call them, libraries that this stuff goes through. It's, for me, JavaScript's a black box. You just don't, I don't really understand the compiler too much. I know there's a lot of really intelligent engineers. In fact, JavaScript's been implemented in Node, so this script that I'm writing, you could actually use it and apply it in your own machine when you download this program called Node.js, which is what a lot of the function add-ons come from that I make to have this run. But it's just that it's being run through the web browser's compiler and not through Node.js off my computer. Yeah. I think Node rests in this sense in the browser. The browser essentially acts as your gateway to the application. Everything here is really needed for the rotation and whatnot. Move that. Width half. And it's a positive. Okay. Okay. So the canvas context, CTX. Where is this? Right here. The canvas context. Yeah, I did mention this before. It draws from the top left-hand corner. So they had to translate the image down and over by half the canvas, because that's the exact center of the image right there on the corner. That's what that's there for. Rotate the pie and then draw image. Again, I'm just curious. It was easier to see it with the rejected. I'll play with that again later, but the draw image, I know when I had it with the rejected, I'd be able to see it in the bottom corner. Oh shit. Moves the object from the top right corner of the screen canvas to the center half the height and width. Rotates the context by the angle converted to radians. And that's what this is. This is a mathematical equation to convert the rotational angle into radians. What I can do to demonstrate spinning the other way quickly is just change how the rotation is calculated. Whoops. But anyways, oh my word. This is what I meant to do. Yeah, if I don't take out these negatives, and let's just say theoretically I go just to see where 0, 0 is. I think that answers the question. I think. So the image is actually only upright. Oh, it's backwards. Sorry, I don't mean to keep doing this over and over again. Yeah, okay, it's not backwards. It's the right way, but it is being drawn with the center on the corner. So when we go in the positive direction of half the image width, it blows way off center. So I guess this accounts. Why couldn't I just do this? Why couldn't I just do... Okay. No, I like this. I like playing with images, having them roll in circles over and over and over again. Once again, the image is being drawn at location 0, 0. It's being rotated without being translated. So it's rotating off of this corner here. And that makes a lot of sense. Because right here is where the browser compiler... Sorry, where the HTML compiler would start. So each time it's clearing the React, it's literally rotating it off that corner, which knocks it out of the lens. So we need to translate it. Each frame from the original position right here constantly translates back from there. So that's why that's there. I swear I'm doing this for discovery purposes. So this translate gets it so the canvas, so the context stays. You know what? I'm gonna come back and explain a lot of this stuff later. I'm having lots of fun doing it, but I'm gonna have to do this on my own time. I know this for certain. And this translate does. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out on my own time. I'll have to play it step by step and see what's happening. But essentially, yeah, between these two functions, and the values provided within this function, they're just to center the image, to keep the image centered that's rotating on a constant. And like, keep in mind, as it's rotating, it's being rotated off of this top corner here. So that's probably what the translation's doing each step, is it's okay, so then it tells it to rotate off the middle, and then it rotates the image, but it still rotates the image off the corner, but it's been translated center. Because yeah, if we just do it without those specifications, basically it's just being rotated off of here, it seems like. But you know what? Yeah, it's fine. And then the restore here. Yeah. Just another form of normalization. Oh man.
Alchemy.
There we go. Now it's tied to that button. So you can now just watch the GIF complete one animation. You click the download button, and you don't have to worry about if it's doing something you don't want it to do. You don't have to download it. It's not an issue now. And we just avoid that simply by attaching a button tag underneath the canvas in the code. Attaching an on-click function to it, and that function being download. And we move the download function from our if statement if it's circled not downloaded, so we don't actually even need this boolean anymore. Everything's Gucci without it. So that just reduces the size of the program by freaking 1 bit. Congratulations. You wrote your first very useful program, if you've been following along. And yeah, no, you'll see, like, I totally Control Z'd my way through getting this function back after I deleted it. There's things I'll have to constantly look back up, and there's other techniques and stuff that are embedded. JavaScript I'm still getting comfortable with myself, so even the syntax looks a little overwhelming to me occasionally. This right here, I know this to be more or less an async, if I remember correctly. It's, sorry, why did I choose this to talk about? They call it a lambda expression, and this is a lambda function. Lambda is like, at the moment, computing. And I think that was just the most efficient way to run this, because I think this is a function that I basically overloaded, where it's like, yeah, I think I could set, so like I set the interval of the image rotation function call based on the Windows refresh rate, the speed. I don't know why specifically it's a lambda. I think maybe because it's incorporated in JavaScript. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I do know that this bit of code is required to allow this function, these functions, whatever it is that you want. Like if I put download in here, guess what's going to happen 30 times? This function's going to run, and it's going to have 1 image and 2 images, 3 images, 4 images each time. But what's going to happen is the server, your browser, is actually going to shut it. You tried to play rejected, did it play? Yo, I'm sorry about that.
Rejected!
I think I gotta set him up again. Here, let me double check to see if that's working. I can't believe you played rejected and it didn't work. Here, hold on.
Are you referring to alchemy?
I can't see that here. I could see it beforehand. Holy cow, okay. Thanks for the hydrate, little kiwi. I'll go get some water right... Actually, I have some water right now. I don't have water. I'll be back. Thanks for looking out for me. I just noticed that. That's on me. Oh, water is coming up. Yeah, but that didn't play. That bothers me. Why didn't that play? Oh yeah, because I'm an idiot. Shut up. Browser source. Add source. There we go. Here, I'm gonna tell him to do it again. Alright, I'm not gonna play with that anymore.
Are you referring to alchemy?
Converts image. There we go. So yeah, this is numbering sequence. The gift is going to be named with the sequence. So each time a count is increased, a quick assessment occurs. If the count is less than 10, it's going to concatenate a 0 before the count. However, if it's after 10, obviously, so this will only work if your images contain less than 100 images. Realistically, for GIF, you don't need that much. I think we talked about that earlier, is you don't need that high of a frame rate. But yeah, so we have this, and then it just concatenates PNG at the end on both instances. And then, yeah, this converts it to binary data, which is then packed into a zip file, a zip folder. It creates a file in a zip folder right here in virtual space. And this exports it for data. This is a function. So yeah, this is basically every 1000 milliseconds, every 1 second is going to pop up 30 frames of this thing rotating. And this does a 30th of a circle with each rotation. I can actually speed it to 2 rotations a second by going 15, for instance. But obviously that kind of hurts the eyes. You can do this with a JPEG. However, JPEGs don't inherently have white backgrounds. And actually, yeah, I think that's about it. They're a little bit smaller than PNGs, but yeah, no, they're compressed more and harder to read. And definitely, like, I would just go with the PNG unless there's a reason you need the compression. And this we're gonna worry about on another day, to be honest. I'm gonna learn more about how to actually get into that. So I'll be uploading this tonight with the on my Patreon. With these notations, it's gonna be available. If you haven't already, go ahead, check the details of this YouTube video, Facebook video, the description below. It'll take you over to my Patreon, or if you're on Twitch, you can go ahead and check out my bio. You should see a Patreon link the far right side, and that'll take you directly to Regeneration Nation. You don't have to subscribe. You don't actually have to be a subscriber to download the stuff I've uploaded to Patreon thus far. So far I've got a brief introduction, actually I think a fairly comprehensive introduction to object-oriented programming that might help you understand what I mean by it tells the JS-zip object what type of file to expect, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I can definitely, if anyone has any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop them in the comments as well. I would like to carry on with these tutorials, and get better at them as I go along. So definitely help me out with that. Tell me what you want to learn, and I'm more than happy to produce it. Anyways, if you haven't caught me on Twitch, please do check me out. Please do drop a follow, and I'm probably going to be ending it right shortly. I will be back for another 2 hours with R3GEN Gaming in, I'd say, about 20 minutes, I'd say, maximum. So I'm going to raid out for now. We're going to raid the little Kiwi probably here. Who's on right now? Before I make any promises, let me just check that out, because I only got the one viewer anyways. I mean, I love you. But I mean, I don't want them to feel like, oh yeah, he's just raiding for the publicity. I am, but it's not the only reason. It's because I care. You know, let's raid Shiny. Yeah, I know Shiny's gonna appreciate that. Yo, welcome viewer. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you so much for popping in for the raid if you're on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch, you should get on Twitch. No, but seriously, if you're not on Twitch, if you're catching this on YouTube, Facebook, go ahead, drop me a follow, subscribe, a like. It's all appreciated. And creator dashboard here. Let me just flip this to ending so people don't get the wrong idea. Thank you so much for coming out. Raid this channel. We're gonna raid the, okay, so I got 2 viewers now. I got that's valid. That's valid. Thank you so much for joining in. We're gonna raid you know, we'll raid Smooth Res. We'll raid Smooth Res. Yeah, we'll raid Smooth Res. She's playing Fortnite right now, and I always find honestly, everyone from this community Discord, they all got very, very entertaining streams. So stick around. They'll appreciate the views, and have yourselves a regenerative day. If you're watching off another platform, I don't know how to rate. I don't know. No one's really helped me with those processes as much as the Discord group I'm in has helped me with Twitch. So we're not rating.